On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what one, a blessed and wonderful Sunday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So, in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So, please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, to the name Sunday the day when some of the ones and ones them out there traverse the church. So whilst doing so, please remember On The Spot News Media, it's loyal viewers and subscribers in your immediate prayers. You definitely see how Jamaica run right and now, so you know for sure. So we need that now more than ever. And to all of the ones and ones them out there in the kitchen I deal with the finger licking chicken, you don't know, say today are the official red rice and roaster day. Yeah, man, me I tell you. And if you're not deal with no chicken whatsoever the meat kind, or you are preparing at the Sunday, a happy Sunday. And to everyone else out there traversing these streets from Moran Point to Negril Point, safe travel, pan the gravel. And as always, my peeps, continuously look out on the corner, yeah, cause the old dirty corner boy, them always out there. Lurks, yeah, man. So in the morning, my peeps, we are going to talk about all dirty corner boy, all Knockist and Clappis, all scum off the earth from over there in St. James, Mobile St. James to be more precise. Now this criminal element here, he's presently behind bars and the case cannot be put forward because he don't have and cannot afford legal representation. Meaning, say the old dirty corner boy broke, can't even afford a liar. Real old waste, man. Yeah, man. So to all of the young ones them out there where I aspire to be like these Knockist and Clappis, I hope you take a step back and look and see what is happening right before your very eyes. Because some of them Knockist and Clappis, you know, them rather police slap them away, send them go a shut eye country land than bring them in alive, because them know say a lone sufferation I go reach them behind that. And that is exactly what is happening to this Knockist and Clappis. Now the Knockist and Clappis that me I talk about, you know, he's on not just a single knockings and clappings that has resulted in the loss of life of a man, but he's on a double murder, and he's also on a triple murder charge. Yeah, man, and cannot afford a liar. Who me I talk about? Look on the screen. Presently, the old dirty corner boy known as Knitson Reid. Yeah, man. This old Knockist and Clappis here, when they have so much people food and broke the plate, cannot afford a liar. Now, he was set before the court last Monday, and the court have put off him case again until September 20 in hopes that by then he can come up with some money and come up with legal representation. Now, as it relates to the charges that he is before the court for, we're going to talk about the triple knockings and clappings. The allegations are that the incident took place on June 2nd of last year at a section of Roehampton, St. James, a community known as Mars, that is off Gaza Lane, which resulted in the loss of life of 3 cousins. I covered this vlog in all its entirety. Look on your screen, just go back and search for this particular vlog. If you don't remember or for those who are new to the channel, go look back on the vlog here, and this will give you a more vivid description and a more detailed outlook on the personality of the criminal element, Knitson Reid. Yeah, man. He took the life of a man known as Conroy Lawrence, otherwise known as Beanie, and also the life of Farin Garden, otherwise known as Kang, and a 50-year-old taxi operator known as Carleslie Morris, otherwise known as Shooter. Now, the faces of the persons that I call the now deceased persons are also in that vlog, so no need to go watch the vlog there so you can get a better understanding. Now, the police report suggests that sometime around 9:30, the men were at a shop operated by Garden when they were ambushed by this criminal element who gunned them down, fooled them up a can multiple times. Now, Garden and Lawrence reportedly lost their lives same place on the spot, whilst Morris lost his life in the hospital. Now, following that triple knockings and clappings, his late brother also covered the story with his brother, who is known as Wesley Reid, who is present on your screen. The Knockist and Clappist did come from court with the mother and the man them gun him down in the middle of Montego Bay. Now, Knitson Reid had a case in court involves the murders of a 23-year-old farmer known as Liston Anderson and another 20-year-old man known as Tavar Doman. Those knockings and clappings took place in Roehampton same way on the 31st of May last year. That is just basically days before the triple knockings and clappings. I spoke about that too in that vlog. So according to the police report where that is concerned, the men were at a location in the community when gunmen approached them and conned them up. That knockings and clappings included his brother. So Knitson Reid is now behind bars and cannot find a penny to pay a lawyer to come a court come represent him. I hope when September 20 come, him still not get no legal representation and the judge just put it off again for 2025. Yeah, man. That will most definitely give him some time to think about the lives that he has taken, how much family he has broken, and I hope sufferation is his portion, because the families and friends of the now deceased men that he took their lives, especially in the triple knockings and clappings, trust me, those persons suffer continuously. And Knitson Reid, wherever you are, if you're listening to this or your family and friends are listening to this vlog right now, sufferation too will be your portion. Yeah, man. Now over there in the parish of Trelawney, a section of Trelawney known as Walbert Spring Gardens, and knockings and clappings took place over there on January 5th, where 2 of 3 criminal elements get caught up by another criminal element. Now what really going on, is that the one who do the conning on January 5th did get caught up a month before, that was in December of last year. Now, what had taken place, him get some information as to the whereabouts of one of the Knockist and Clappist them in a fit him conning, and decided that reprisal shall be their portion. So on January 5th, he went in search of the Knockist and Clappist known as Sparta. Now, the Knockist and Clappist that me I talk about, we go for them 3 man there, is presently on your screen, and he has since been identified by his alias as Genas. This criminal element here is a known menace to the general Spring Garden community and surrounding communities such as Warsop. And as it relates to Warsop, we soon get to phone thing too. Now, Genas is a known menace a Knockist and Knockist that has been wreaking havoc for quite some time. He has been making jokes about the police personnel in Trelawny, stating that him is that bad. Police have to see him and just know say a badness it name. Yeah man. So on January 5th of this year, he got the rundown of where Sparta could be. So he rolled up to that location and saw Sparta at the location, who was also in the company of another criminal element known as Dampy and another one known as Ronaldo. So he saw them on the veranda of a house in Walbert Spring Gardens and approached them with a handgun in his hand. He opened fire at all three men. All three ran in a desperate attempt to save their lives. They ran in different directions, and of course, Genas walked away gingerly, tucking his gun back in his waistband and escaped in the area on foot. When the smoke was clear and the battle has been won, Sparta was found suffering from some serious corner-up wounds to his abdomen and also to his right leg. The other criminal element who was in company of Sparta, known as Ronaldo, get a one can to his right foot. The other criminal element who ran for his dear life, Dampy, escaped injuries. Now, the Knockist and Knockist, known as Genas, feels like he's now untouchable, as he has not been caught. His pictures was not placed on the JCF Most Wanted for the division of Trelawny. The incident, the knockings and clappings, actually did not even make the news. The only person who made mention of it was Popeye's Newslink, and he just touched on it briefly as information at the time was probably not sufficient for him to cover it in its entirety. So this criminal element here just a jump from community to community and continuously wreaking havoc. Now he is in the community of Warsop, Trelawny. So to the residents of Warsop, Trelawny, this old dirty corner boy presently on your screen is in your community. So if you know the face here, alert the police. Let the police know where this old dirty corner boy is. And as always, if you don't trust the police, link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded vlogger, give us the information and we will most definitely pass it on to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. Warsop is pretty much about 10 minutes from the Spring Garden community where the knockings and clappings took place on January 5th. Now, this criminal element here was seen recently on a bike with his brother. Now, on your screen is a picture of him and his brother. His brother is in the orange or red, whatever color you want to call it, with the kerchief tie around his head. That's his brother who carries him around on the back of the bike. His brother is always riding and he's always the pillion because him have him gun in him lap, ready for knock it and clap it as he see fit. Yeah, man. Now his family members are enabling him by providing him with the necessaries. Make sure he have food, make sure he have clothes, make sure he have a place to sleep. So them just pass him round. So try to confuse the minds of the regular members of Chan Public and also that of law enforcement. So right now to the brother and other family members who is presently living in Warsop and is housing this criminal element, me just open remember saying him have a lot of baggage with him. A whole heap of people want to slap him away. I'm speaking of his enemies. And when they come to get him, and if you are in the immediate surrounding, trust and believe, dirt settings will also be your portion. And if the police should get him before the enemies do, you too will also be charged for harboring a known criminal element. Yeah, man. So whatever you do, your portion will be the same. You will be handed down the same justice that will most definitely be handed down to him. So I just hope that the police get him before the enemies, or else I can guarantee you any amount of family and friends that are there with him just may be in the casket next to him on the day of the burial. Yeah, man. And that in itself, my peeps, is a word to the wise. So all who can heed to the warning, wanna know what come next. The conning. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscasts. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.